Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Neela Pushpam, Assistant Professor of History, SFR College, Sivagasi. Now we are going to see about Vellore Mutiny in 1806. So, the Vellore Mutiny was one of the uprising of British East India Company in India. So, the revolt took place in July 10th, 1806 at Vellore Fort in Tamil Nadu. The Sipais of Indian were British East India Company and revolt against the following reason. The first reason is a new military dress regulation. Second reason is a religious interference. Third reason is a harsh treatment or harsh punishment. So the Indian Sipais were attacked the British soldiers and briefly took control of Vellore Fort. So the British quickly suppressed the revolt. However, the revolt were also known as the First War of Independence in 1857 and showed a great dissatisfaction among the Indians towards the British policy. First of all, we are going to see about background of the Vellore Mutiny. Next, we are going to see about causes of Vellore Mutiny. First causes we are going to see about religious and cultural interference. The religious and cultural interference was one of the main causes of Vellore Mutiny of 1806. So the British East India Company introduced the new dress regulation for Indian Sipais, which created a fear and anger among them. According to the new rules, soldiers were ordered to wear a round European style that instead of their traditional turban. The turban was an important part of Indian culture and identified, so replacing it was seen as a disrespectful. The Sipais were also to shave their beards and mustaches and remove caste marks like the tilak from their foreheads. For Hindu soldiers, wearing the tilak was a sign of their region and caste, while for Muslim soldiers, keeping a beard was a part of their religious practice. These changes hurt the religious sentiments of both communities. As a result, many Sipais believed that British were interfering in their religious customs and trying to destroy the traditions. This caused deep dissatisfaction among the soldiers and became one of the major reasons for outbreak of Vellore Mutiny. Next causes is a fear of religious conversion. The Sipais believed the British wearing to convert them Christianities. The new hut had the leather cocked and removed to be from cook or big skin both communities. Next reason is a harsh discipline and punishment. The soldiers who refused to follow the new rules were severe punishment. This created anger and dissatisfaction among the Sipais. Next reason, discount of Tipu Sultan family. So after the defeat of Tipu Sultan, that is 1799, his family was kept in Vellore Fort. His sons encouraged the resistance against the British. Many Sipais supported the Mysore royal family. Next reason is a racial discrimination. So the Indian soldiers were treated inferior to British soldiers. They received lower pay and fewer opportunities for promotions. So next causes for a political dissatisfactions. So the expanse of political rules and the annexation of Indian kingdom caused widespread resentment. Many Indian rules and their supporters were unhappy with the British policies. Next we are going to see about causes of Vellore Mutiny in 1806. The first one is a secret planning. So the Indian Sipais stationed at Vellore Fort secretly planned to revolt against the British. They were supported by the sons of Tipu Sultan who were imprisoned inside the fort. The plan was to overthrow the British authorities and restore the Indian rule. Next causes, Outbreak of the mutiny. So, in the early hours of 10th July 1806, the Sipais attacked the British officers in Vellore fort. The revolt began around midnight while most British officers were asleep. Next reason, killing of British officers. The mutinies killed several British officers and soldiers. Nearly 100 British troops were killed during the sudden attack. The rebels took control of fort for a short time. Next reason was raising of Tipu Sultan flag. The Sipais hoisted the flag of Tipu Sultan over the fort as a symbol of resistance against the British rule. This showed their intention of restore the Muslim kingdom. Next reason was suppression of the revolt. The British forces from the Arcot led by Colonel Clipsey rushed to Vellore. Within a few hours, they suppressed a mutiny with a great force. Next reason was punishment of the rebels. Many Indian soldiers were killed during the suppression. Several were arrested, executed, or severely punished. The revolt was completely crushed on the same time. Next, we are going to see about impact of Vellore mutiny in 1806. The end of new dress regulation. After the mutinies, the British government immediately withdrew the new dress rules. They released that interfering with a religious and cultural practice of Indian soldiers would lead to serious consequences. Next impact was change in military policies. The British became more cautious in dealing with Indian Sipais. They avoided interfering in religious matters and customs in the army. Next impact was punishment of officials. The governor of Madras, Lord William Penting, were recalled to England and several British officers were also removed from their post for their careless handling of situation. Next impact was strict control over Tipu Sultan's family. The son of Tipu Sultan were removed from Vellore and sent to Calcutta to prevent the further influence over the soldiers. Next impact was warning to the British government. The mutiny acted as an early warning sign of growing dissatisfaction among the Indian soldiers. It showed that religious interference would lead to rebellion. Next we are going to see about failure of the Vellore mutiny. So first failure reason was a lack of proper planning and coordination. Although the revolt was secretly planned, it lacked properly organization and coordinations. The mutinies did not have clear long-term strategy to continue the rebellion after capturing the fort. Next causes for failure was limited spread. The mutiny was confined only to Vellore fort but did not spread other military station or region. Without widespread, the revolt could not succeed. Next failure was quick British response. The British reacted immediately. Colonel crushed from Arcot to Vellore with troops and suppressed the revolt within a few hours on the same time. That is July 10, 1806. Next failure was a lack of strong leadership. The revolt did not have a strong and experienced leader to guide it. Though the sons of Tipu Sultan were present, they did not actively lead the rebellion. Next failure was superior British military power. The military had better weapons, discipline and military organization. This made it easier for them to crush the mutiny quickly. Next reason was severe punishment. Many employees were killed during the suppression. Others were arrested, executed or dismissed from service. They ended the revolt completely. Finally, The Vellore Mutiny in 1806 was the first revolt of Indian Sipais against the British rule. It was mainly caused by religious interference, fear of conversion and military grievances. Though the revolt was quickly suppressed, it exposed deep dissatisfaction among the Indian soldiers. The British withdrew the new dress regulation after the mutiny. The revolt served as an early warning to the British about the dangers of ignoring religious sentiments. It is considered, that is, so the Vellore Mutiny were also known as the first war of independence in 1857. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video is very useful to you. Thank you.